Today on the channel, this one goes out to all my freaks out there with the WCW Monday Night Wars Walmart exclusive Ultimate Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE WCW Monday Night Wars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the Walmart exclusive Ultimate Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. But for all your Scott Steiner needs, Walmart right now. But for everything else wrestling related, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And pretty excited about this one as I've been a Scott Steiner fan since I was a little kid with the, of course, Steiner brothers back in WCW. And I couldn't believe when he turned against his brother Rick. It was like he turned against all of us once upon a time. But we got used to it after a while. And then we got all the freaks out there. Man, we were here for it. And we were living a different life back then with the old genetic freak Big Papa Pump. This isn't our first Big Papa Pump figure from Mattel. We will do some comparisons later on, but a very fun figure here hitting Walmarts right now as I'm filming this. But let's dive into it. Ultimate style packaging. We're used to it by now. Scott Steiner up there at the top. Ultimate Edition down low. Big window box. Ready for an autograph if you need it. And I actually just saw Scott Steiner like 2 weeks ago at GalaxyCon. He was sitting there looking like a lonely Virgil, had his chainmail on and a leather coat and scrolling on his phone. He was doom scrolling is what he was doing. But shout out to Scott Steiner, an all-timer if there ever was one. Had another run-in with Scott once upon a time. Save that story for another day. Maybe his next figure. We'll see. But Scott looking good in the package. You get the title belt, get the extra heads, you get the straight jacket right out of that promo shot back in the day. I think it was for a video game or a pay-per-view. Pay-per-view, I think. Way back when. So cool to get that, I guess. As a little throw-in. Got Big Papa Pump right there. Looking like something out of the Knights of the Round Table with that chainmail. Scott Steiner, WCW Monday Night Wars packaging. On the back, picture of the man, picture of the figure. Tail of the tape, got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Scotty Steiner. Height 6'1" from Detroit, Michigan. Beautiful this time of year. Home of RoboCop. Did you know that, Todd McFarlane? Yes, it's true. RoboCop patrolling those streets. Finisher, the dreaded Steiner recliner. I miss the old Steiner screwdriver. Remember when he would do that? Man, talk about a dangerous move. Career highlights, WCW World Champion, WWE Hall of Fame inductee. When Big Papa Pump comes to town, all his freaks come around. Oh, that's so true. The Big Bad Booty Daddy is a self-proclaimed genetic freak who used the biggest arms in the industry to climb to the top of the mountain in WCW. So this goes out to all his freaks out there. Big Papa Pump is your hookup. Holla if you hear me. Truer words never stated on the back of a package, I don't think. Holla if you hear me once again. And Big Papa Pump over here. So playing all those Scotty Steiner hits. Man, oh man, love it. See you later, goodbye. And it always felt like once he became Big Papa Pump, he went crazy, like mentally crazy a little bit. He was a dangerous individual during this time frame, as we know. Dangerous in the package, too. Where's his tiger accessory? Todd, I thought you said they were coming with a tiger this time. Apparently not. No tiger with Big Papa Pump. That's unfortunate. Would have loved to have a tiger. Maybe have to try to track down my own tiger one of these days and play along, maybe. Maybe like a young T-Rex, I'll ride a white tiger. Anybody know about that one? Maybe, maybe not. Give me those deep cuts, deep cut references here. And I'm trying not to cut my fingers off in the meantime because these are some dangerous twist ties. I mean, this body just glistening with muscles, very tight on twist ties here. A dangerous unboxing. Not for the faint of heart or the weak either, but we're getting it out there. We're getting it done. See you later. Goodbye. Got to have that chainmail, of course. Title belt, extra hands, playing all the Scotty Steiner hits right here. This one kind of feels ultimate. We got a lot of good accessories with this one. Always good to see. Twist ties, get out of here. We're almost there. We're almost there. And bam. Bam. Well, powered through that one. It worked. See you later. Goodbye. All right, let's holler if you hear me about this one here. Let's dive into all this stuff. See what we got going on with Big Papa Pump. A lot going on. All right, we get the shades right here. Got to have those shades going on. Very 90s, late 90s, early 2000s shades too, Scott Steiner wore. But man, they still look good on him. He can wear them like nobody else. Looking good with some black shades. We're here for that. Gripping hands, 2 of them out of the package. We got the what you gonna do, brother hands. And you know Scotty Steiner and the Hulkster. Ooh, there was some blood there. Some bad blood, that is. But looking good here. Got the 2 finger pointing hands. And then you got 2 fists of fury. Watch out. Nobody wants to be pummeled by Scott Steiner. That is for sure. WCW Championship here, of course. Love the big gold belt. Looking beautiful here. No side plates for Scott Steiner or anything like that. But does look good. Got no problems with this. Of course, for a lot of people, the late days, late eras of course, Nitro and WCW, we all remember him as a champion. It was kind of him and Booker T were really steering the ship at the very end there. But looking good here. No problems with that. Now diving into old Scott Steiner. I guess we could dive into the... I thought at first this was like a pirate shirt, a puffy shirt. He's got the puffy shirt like a young Seinfeld episode here, but it is a straight jacket. I was assuming this was going to be different. Yes, Todd McFarlane, I know what happens when you assume, but I was assuming this was the one from the Dean Ambrose Asylum one we got once upon a time. But it is a pretty cool straight jacket here. A nice accessory to have. Maybe use this with your Mankind figure. You can maybe mix and match, do that with some other stuff. Cool to see that. We get the chainmail. Of course, this goes right over his head. He was really rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling back in WCW. Chainmail over the top, looking very good for old Big Papa Pump. I'm here for that. No problems with that. So we do get that. But now we're going to dive into the heads, the multiple personalities of one Scotty Steiner here. Right out of the package. I guess kind of a surprised look almost, like he's stunned. Somebody tried to flex up on him or something like that maybe, but he's got that kind of receding blonde hair there. Of course, dyed blonde. You got the dyed blonde beard with the little black strip in the middle. Looking like a poor man's superstar Billy Graham, maybe, but does look good. I would know this is Scotty Steiner if somebody handed me this here. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth. Playing all those human hits. And then the second head, straight up stoic head. No teeth showing on this one. Just pretty much stoic Scott Steiner. And his head is interesting. This head, the yellow in the hair is a little bit duller. And the head looks to be a little bit smaller, and it's almost too small for the body. We got a big jacked up torso here, as we should, though, as we should. Third head is a little bit bigger, so it's weird. It's like 3 sizes of heads on this one. Got the straight up open mouth on Scott Steiner, same goatee going on. Playing all the hits there, but it basically open mouth, kind of open mouth, and closed mouth. Those are your choices. Those are your choices. Choose wisely, my friend. Choose wisely. But now we're diving into Big Papa Pump, and man, oh man, haven't seen a torso on an Ultimate Edition like this since that first Eddie Guerrero figure. Oh, jacked up Eddie, watch out for him. But big jacked up torso on Scott Steiner. Looks good. It's got a lot of weird cuts into it, but we do get that with the Ultimate. Of course, those shoulders and kind of the shoulders on there just look a little bit strange with that butterfly shoulder cut out in there. A little bit strange looking, but it's okay. It works for me, I guess, as we know what we're getting ourselves into with these Ultimates. But big jacked up torso looking good. Got the big jacked up biceps there. You got to have those for Scott Steiner, of course. Down into the trunks here. Big Papa Pump on the back. Got the Steiner S, of course, for the Steiner screwdriver or just for Steiner. Obviously starts with an S, as we know. Looking very good. And kind of the track pants there, track shorts. Got 2 black knee pads, 2 plain black boots. So a little bit plain Jane. Scotty Steiner was more... sizzle on his way to ring than he was actually in his ring gear around this time. But looking very good, and you can reenact that beautiful poster with the straight jacket if you want to. To me, maybe I'd pick up a second one of these if it goes down to clearance, or maybe there's an opportunity to get it cheaper. I wouldn't be opposed to picking up a second one to display with the straight jacket, but I feel like I got to have this one displayed in all the old Steiner Gloria, flexing and doing his thing there. But now, articulation on this one, of course, arms should be removable. Yes, they are. So you can always remove the arms if you want to. Butterfly shoulder, arms all the way around, bicep cut. Man, look at that peak. Haven't seen peaks like that in a long time. Double jointed, pinless elbows, hands removable, back force side to side, head removable, back force side to side, hula hoop at the waist, traditional waist down low, drop down Scott Steiner hips, goes up for that big boot. Haven't seen something like that since the Hulkster, of course. Looking good. Does the other one? Look at that. Other one goes up too. No Vietnam problems on this one. It does say 2024 Vietnam. 2024. Drop down hips working nice. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. Playing those pinless knee hits. You know I'm here for that. boot cut, and then ankles back forth, side to side, up and down. And for Todd McFarlane on the couch, they got the toe articulation for him, wagging those feet in celebration over there. He's excited. He wants Big Papa Pump. He knows it's his hookup. And what's he going to hook you up with? What? Oh my gosh, I can't repeat that. You can't be hooking you up with that. You're a married man, Todd McFarlane. We can't be hooking up with that, but call me later. I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up. But does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle? Save 10%. What do you know? Fitting on a stand right there. One Big Papa Pump. Truly your hookup. Truly the genetic freak. Maybe even a genetic jackhammer too, like a young Vince McMahon. Who knows? Who knows? Big Papa Pump looking pretty good, but we did get a very similar one here. In the tights, we got Freakzilla edition. Similar, but different is what we'll call these ones here. And I still say you could put this in with WCW if you really wanted to. You squint your eyes a little bit, it works for me. But this one looks really, really good. Will look good on the WCW shelf. And then you got to throw it back to old Scotty Steiner. Man, oh man, I want more era of this Scott Steiner, though. There's a lot of cool singlets, a lot of stuff they could do. Hopefully they do some of that in the next year or so. I think what's up next for the Steiner brothers is the WWE Superstars line. So that's where we're going to go next. But man, oh man, you got to see some elites or something with the Steiners in the future. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But there it is, WCW Monday Night Wars, Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner Ultimate Edition. Be interested to hear your thoughts on this one. If you're picking it up, you're passing, you're long gaming, you're no gaming, let me know in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you. Of course, Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. Of course, that is also the name of my weekly podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found with videocast on YouTube. So for Big Papa Pump, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?